Here on Open for Business, we enjoy talking with the CEO and president of the South Bend Regional Chamber of Commerce, Jeff Rea, about developments, and it's good to talk to you again.
Nice to be with you, Charlie. Thank you.
I want to talk about economic development, and there's several ways you can go here to let folks know about what's happening, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, I think, obviously projects like the electric vehicle battery plant have got a lot of attention, but it's important to know there's just a ton of other activity happening too. So in Mishawaka, for example, they just broke ground on the mill phase 2. They'll add 350 new apartments downtown Mishawaka. Beacon Health Systems building a 10-story tower downtown South Bend, a $250 million investment. New owner for Bio, or the old ethanol plant, where they're going to invest $230 million out there. If you're on the bypass, you see the northwest side of South Bend, some considerable industrial space happening out there. You're seeing housing happening around campus and a lot of different places. So the good news overall economy is there's a lot of activity happening, a lot of work if you're in the construction trades or stuff. And then what we hope more than anything is future job opportunities for our community.
Let's talk about job opportunities and how the schools here can grow with the growth. And when you talk to school leaders, when you talk to these business development, what are some of the things you're learning that in the future, into the 2030s and beyond, we can even improve or develop within schools?
It's interesting. I think this leads well into this discussion we're having about the development of a countywide career center. We're the largest county in Indiana without a career center.
Okay.
And each of the schools is doing a terrific job in career and technical education, but it's hard sometimes to do it alone. They can't offer the latest state-of-the-art, most sophisticated equipment and such. So I think in the next 2 years, you'll see the development of a career center that will include people like South Bend Community Schools and Penn and Mishawaka and the Catholic schools and others all have a chance to plug into that, which we think gives students a better platform to plug into some of these emerging industries or technologies that exist out there. They'll still be part of their original school and take core classes there, but then have this career center opportunity that kind of elevates their skill level and gets them better prepared for a job opportunity.
When you talk about the future, even going 20 years, how is South Bend and the region situated for that growth?
We think good. In fact, we think that the preference is going to be communities like the South Bend, Mishawaka area. And I would say size matters. There was a period where everybody wanted to go to the big city and be part of that. But post-pandemic, the smaller towns, I'm seeking quality of place. I'm seeking good neighborhoods. I'm seeking good schools. I'm seeking a good job where I can make a living. And so we're seeing a lot of investment in quality of place, in particular, where we attract those families that want to come back. So I think good. We've got to continue to evolve. And I would just use an example. We're a heavy auto part manufacturer, for example, right now. As autos change and they go more electric and less, they need a lot less parts. And so our companies have to be evolving. And I think I sense from being in those companies that they're evolving, they're preparing for that next generation in some of those emerging industries.
When you talk about young people, as they go through school and what these employers are looking for, beyond knowing a skill, what are some of the other, sometimes they're called soft skills, but team player, attitude? When you talk to business developers, what is really important in the future there?
Yeah, it's interesting because I will tell you, they ask that question more than any other question, probably in terms of, they used to ask about taxes and utilities and transportation and all those kind of things. Education, workforce, top 2 questions. Now, they all want to know about, again, the basic skill levels, kind of what classes. I'm telling them how many are enrolled in 5th grade and Project Lead the Way, and how many are in 7th grade doing this, and how many in 9th grade are doing that. But yeah, more importantly, it's the work ethic, and perhaps what made our area so strong a long time ago was that good, hardworking Midwest work ethic. And so I think they're hoping that we can teach them most of the skills that they need. Workforces have become very automated, but we still need critical thinkers. So I think critical thinking, problem solving, some of those things become part of that to go along with this attitude thing. So employers are also recognizing they need to play a bigger role in terms of developing this. I think there was a period of time where they sort of let somebody else train them and then give them to me ready to go. And they said, no, I need to have a bigger role in doing that.
The South Bend Regional Chamber of Commerce President and CEO, Jeff Rea, we enjoy talking to you from time to time here on the show. Any final thoughts as we approach 2024 and words you can share for the folks out there watching?
Yeah, I think be encouraged. I think, that if you're watching national news, everybody's worried about whether it be elections or UAW strike or inflation or whatever. The indicators we're seeing are really positive. I think to hang in there, and I think 2024 is going to be a great year.
And again, for folks that want to follow up and learn more about the Chamber, what's the best way?
Yeah, sbrchamber.com, links to all of our social media platforms. You can see where our events are. We hope that you'll take a chance to.
And you've got a podcast going there.
I do. We have a Behind the Region podcast, just as we're looking to tell stories, if you will. How do we dive deeper into businesses and help them share their stories, and hopefully we can inspire other business leaders. So look for the Behind the Region podcast on most major podcast platforms.
Always good to talk with you, Jeff. Your enthusiasm is contagious.
Great to see you, Charlie. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on Open for Business.